I'm hoping Sayla from Tartarus turns out to be nothing like Tempesta and Jackal, because right now Sayla from Tartarus got me a bit hype. I'm not gonna front at all. Right now with Fairy Tail, to be honest with you, the only thing that is stopping it from being like just me going crazy, excited about it every week is stuff like last week's chapter, because in all honesty, Fairy Tail has just been pretty freaking awesome lately. You got a lot of build up with every chapter, and a chapter like this again, it's like, yo, it was great setup, everything was just going smoothly, and it's like, if things would not end up how it ended up with last week's chapter, this could be like on that 9 out of 10 type of arc, because it's really damn good. Like with this particular chapter, you still got people dying, they got to Org Roshi, they got Belno, you know, they're assassinating people, they're destroying cities, so Tartarus is still going in. The only problem that we've had thus far with this arc is like last week's chapter, and that's what just makes me like, I want to fanboy over this stuff so bad, because some of this stuff is really good, but then we get outcomes like last week, so I'm going to keep my fanboy in check. But Sayla right now, she's looking freaking crazy. So if you don't know who Sayla is, that's one of the Tartarus members, the female that it seems as though her magic is to control people's bodies, or maybe control their magic in them and make them do things. Like she had Elfman just start choking Lisana. I was like, what the fuck? And then she picked up the old man's dead body. So it can't be that she's controlling their magic, because if the old man is dead already, then that means probably her magic is just to control people's bodies itself or whatever. Maybe she just has a body manipulation or something like that, because she had the old man, you know, get up and then throw something. So I'd imagine hers is to do that. And it's just like, yeah, this is looking pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if Elfman or Lisana bit the big one. Hopefully, you know, it's Fairy Tail, but, you know, hopefully. But right now, Sayla is looking like, okay, let's see. Please don't be Jackal. Please don't be Tempesta. Be something better. And Tartarus is thinking smart. They're not thinking small time. They're thinking real big with this one, because if they could get their hands on Face, which is pretty much to nullify all magic, they will be top dogs. Nobody will be able to do shit against them, because without magic and them having curses, they can still, like, you know, move normally, and people will be fucked. So if they do get their hands on Face, like, what are people going to be able to do? Not so I'm going to be able to put that friendship magic bullshit in action. So yeah, Face right now is looking like something that is really going to stop that hot streak that Natsu's been having lately. I'm curious as to how many freaking Magic Council people have there been, because now there's 3 more that were linked in order to seal Face away, and it's kind of like, okay, where's these 3 now? And, you know, you got to look for the chairman. So it's still a lot more of a process before we get to Face, and I'd imagine Tartarus already has somewhat of an idea where it is if they haven't gotten to the chairman. I'd imagine when we saw Erza and Mirajane at the end of the chapter, when they arrive at their particular destination, they're going to fight a Tartarus member as well. I'm hoping it's somebody like maybe Kyoka, because that'll be a very interesting one, because you got 2 badasses. Mirajane, you know, when she goes into her demon form, she could be badass as well. And if they have Kyoka, the one that looks like, I don't know if any of you know or aware of the character from Berserk, Griffith, when he's a femto, that shit, like right there, like you can just have some craziness, because Erza, Mirajane, come on, I'm just saying. So it's like good, really just good setup with this chapter. A lot of good setups here and there. They didn't really care for the aftermath of like Natsu saying, yeah, I beat one of them, I beat one of them. Man, fuck you. You didn't beat shit. If anything, Happy beat them. And overall, again, very good setup. I'm just worried that the aftermath, when we get to the fights, because it seems as though the fights is the only thing that's stopping things, because right now, we got very good setup. You know, Mirajane and Erza are going over there. More than likely, they're going to run into a Tartarus member that's looking for the chairman. You got this weapon. Face is going to obliterate magic. They can't even use Etherian anymore, so that's another weapon that's gone as well, even though, I mean, that's stupid. So just because the council ain't there to say, yeah, go ahead, they ain't gonna use it, I mean, you could still use it, so that was kind of like just, wow. And not to mention, eventually they're gonna go after Jalal, and Erza ain't gonna have none of that as well, so yeah. Come to think of it, could Jalal be one of the 3 that was used to seal Face away? Overall, this was a pretty good chapter. I'm gonna give this one 7.5 out of 10. I'm liking where it's going. They're still killing people. They're killing the old people, the Magic Council ex-members. They're still going in. Tartarus. It's just like when Fairy Tail steps in, Natsu and them, it's when it starts going like, ugh. Hopefully it doesn't do that for some of the future ones. I'm gonna have hope for this one. Not high hopes, not high expectations. I'm just gonna have hope, because there's good writing in this right here. There's really good setups and everything. It's just like, it's just a worrisome thing when it comes down to the action. Because if Elfman and Lisana just beast on Sayla, that's going to be ridiculous. There's only 2 of them. It's going to be absolutely ludicrous. I'm gonna call BS on that one. It's like, oh wow, another one bites the dust to Elfman and Lisana. Lisana, we never even really seen her in action for that matter, let alone like to be on that level to take out somebody from Tartarus. Likewise with Elfman, we've seen him in action. He's pretty dope, but He's not on that Tartarus level, and that's going to be straight up BS. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you think that Elfman and Lysana are going to be able to choke their way to victory against Sayla? I hope not. And also, who do you think Mirajane and Erza are going to encounter when they go to find the chairman? Do you think it's going to be Kyoka, somebody from Tartarus, or nobody at all? I'd imagine if they paired the two of them up, it's going to be somebody very strong from Tartarus. No friendship, please. And your overall thoughts of this chapter. Do you think it's good setup overall with what's going on? But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to see Tartarus do some more damage, because it's like they're doing big shit. It's just Fairy Tail that is stopping them from doing even more epic shit, although they couldn't stop some of them. You know, they didn't get to some of them in time, so that's good stuff right there. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.